Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today I want to talk about funding your idea. Yes, show me the money. Now, how do you know what is the right option when it comes to funding your business? You've heard so much lingo. You've heard about where you can raise capital. You've heard about equity. You've heard about partners. You've heard about family and friends options, and you're just confused about what works for you. Now, this is my question to you. Do you have a revenue model? Are you sure people are willing to pay value for your business? If they are, how much? How do you sustain the business? How do you have a cash flow? Do you have a revenue model? You need to understand all these terms before you make a choice. Now, this is a very tricky subject because, first of all, you talk about this idea without thinking about the fact that you need money to sustain it. But this is my one advice to you. If you're going to family and friends, you have to build proof. Why? Building proof of concept makes people trust you. They understand that you're not just a friend who is probably not even good with money. They understand that you're passionate about this and determined to make it work. Now, what does proof of concept help you do? It helps you also know your numbers. Before you even have an investor invest in your business, you give them the right metrics and they trust you because you know where the money is going. Because remember, at the end of the day, business is just a game of numbers. Now, before you jump on the bandwagon of getting an investor, I need you to ask yourself this. How much equity are you willing to give up? How much of your business do you actually know is going to be in the market? Meaning, what is the valuation of your business in the market? And how do you even equate the valuation with how much equity you're giving up? Now, investors are great when it comes to growing your brand, but I always say, have an investor profile. Why? When you have an investor profile, then you know who you are ready to go into business with. Because you don't want to go into business with an investor that does not have the same values as you. You don't want to get to a point where the investor is pulling you in one direction and you want to go in another direction. So right at the beginning, be clear about what type of investor you're looking for and how much of your business you want them to control. Because remember, he who has the money calls the shots and controls the business. Now, what is the one thing I need you to think about? I need you to think about this one advice. Do you have a milestone map? What is a milestone map? This is a simple map where you create all the numbers you need to have at the end of 6 months, 1 year, or the next 2 years. When you have a milestone map, you are clear about where the money is coming from and especially what the deliverables are. It's very important for you to understand that before you start taking money from people. If you have any advice, comments, questions, or suggestions, put them down below and let's continue this conversation. Thank you.